All right, so right now I'm working on getting my coffee set up for tomorrow. Because I've been really bad the last like the last week and a half or so. I've been really bad at using coffee as my source of caffeine rather than using bubblers, which I've drank a lot of those this last week. And bubblers, like, they're not great for you, but they're not horrible for you either. They got their pluses and minuses, just like everything else. But trying to do better with that, trying to be a little more healthy, a little more coffee friendly. And Dexter likes when I drink coffee because I tend to get up a little bit earlier. I set the coffee pot to go off at a certain time, like an hour before my alarm is actually set to go off, and I'm up most mornings before my alarm anyway. But with the coffee going off, that smell starts to wake me up more so than my alarm actually going off. So the coffee pots kind of become like my alarm clock. But then I get up, pour myself some coffee, go to the bathroom, start waking myself up, and then I sit and I drink my coffee. And sometimes I'll either sit here, just in the recliner where he's currently residing, and drink my coffee, and he'll usually then either chill on the floor in front of me or over in this window spot over here. Or sometimes I'll come and I'll sit on the little couch part bed thing over here in front of the couch, and he likes to think that he is small and curl up right alongside me. But all that being said, that is not what this video was intended to be about. This video was intended to be about, am I in way over my head with the video game that I am working on? Okay, so here's the deal. I have not had the chance to work on my game in like the last month or so now, and that seems to be what the time frame is behind it, is about every month, once a month, I get to work on my game. And it's because my game is at that point where it's not so much easy to just work on it here and there when I have time, or more it's the next step I need to take involves spending several hours at a time focused on it, working on it, and the struggle with that is just finding time. Working on this game is not my full-time job. I have, a few clients that I do work for every month. I have my church that I do work for. I have my own, health that I'm focused on, that I've explained in other videos. I'm focused on my physical health, mental health, and spiritual health first over everything else. And so a lot of that does take time. And can make it hard to work on a game. That being said, I'm not done working on the game, far from it. In fact, I really want to get this demo that I can start sending to publishers as a concept demo done by the end of summer, if not sooner. I've also begun setting up a Steam page for the game. It's not available to view publicly yet, but I have started getting that set up as well. So I'm excited in the progress that I am making. I think the question that I've been asking myself a lot, though, like I stated before, is, am I in way over my head with this game project? And the honest answer is yes. Yes, I am. I am the type that tends to jump the gun on the projects that I want to accomplish and get done. And the funny thing is that this game is not the only project that I'm currently working on. I'm also developing an entire software platform that is, it's going to be big, it's going to be huge, and I'm starting to release information about it very slowly. It's basically a project management software that's going to develop into so much more than just being a project management software, but that's the foundation in which it's starting, which we do have an Instagram available to follow for that. And the link will be in the description if you guys want to go check that out as we start releasing more and more information every couple of days. And there will actually be a waiting list for the software coming very soon. All of that being said, yes, I am way over my head when it comes to developing this game. I started off working on this game roughly a year and a half, 2 years ago now. And when I say started working on the game, I mean I started having an idea, I started having the desire into looking into it more, I started having that drive to be like, okay, let's put forth the effort to do something with this. And so I started looking at options like what type of game engine, what kind of resources and assets are available, what needs to be done and what can be done. And I started off with the idea of doing just a 2D game, like a side scroller, two-dimensional game. I started off looking at that and going, yeah, no, this is not for me. It's just not my style of game. I don't even play those styles of games very often anymore. It has to really catch my attention in order for me to enjoy playing those types of games. So I'm like, okay, what do I enjoy? Well, I enjoy heavy story-driven single-player games. I love multiplayer games too, don't get me wrong. And heck, I even like heavy-driven story multiplayer games. But the stories have to be done just right. The stories have to have a true sense of element and essence to them in order for me to enjoy the game. If it doesn't have a good story and it's just a copy and paste idea from one game to another, I'm sorry, I don't find that appealing. So for me, the story dynamic, the story element has been really important for me in developing this game. The story aspect is going really well for me. I'm happy with the story. I'm happy with the direction it's going to take. Yeah, there's some things that need to be tweaked out as I'm building the game itself, but I am happy with where that is going. Now, the other thing is that I have not done anything in programming until this year for probably over a decade. It's something that I walked away from, even though I used to do a lot of web design and other types of programming. I stepped away from it a lot, so I am very rusty and very out of touch with this. Now, the cool thing is I'm using the Unreal Engine for my game, which offers the whole blueprint system. Now, the blueprint system is a simplified version of programming, but yet has its own complexities to it at the same time. And so I'm learning, how the blueprint system works, what its structure is, what its different commands and all of that are. So I'm learning all of that. But then the other aspect is the engineering dynamic, because you're not just programming a game, you're literally taking all of these puzzle pieces and working them together one by one, very slowly, piecing it together in order for that story to bloom, that story to be available for people to not only enjoy just the storytelling, because we don't want it to be just a story being told. We're not making a cartoon series or a comic series. We're creating an interactive environment that tells a story with multiple elements of how it interacts based on how you interact with it as the player. And that's where I'm at right now with the demo itself, is I have all the different assets and elements mostly compiled and ready to go. It's putting all of those little pieces together and deciding what needs to be included for this demo and what needs to not be worried about for this demo, because the demo is not the final product. It won't be the final product. What the demo is a presentation of the idea, of the concept behind it, of what the gameplay plus the storytelling elements can look like together. And here's the thing, I decided to take on a very ambitious project for it being my first video game project. And this is after, like I said, a couple years of experimenting with engines and playing around and, being finicky with them and all that. But it's still a very ambitious project that most people would tell you is not possible for a solo developer as their very first project. And they're not wrong. Typically, it would not be possible. But that being said, I am ambitious, I am stubborn, I am determined, I'm stubborn, and while there was a time in my life that I would have given up with a lot of the things that I have struggled with during this project, I don't do that anymore. I might step back for a little bit, recalibrate, move back in, but I don't give up or quit on it. I'm very ambitious and want to get it done. Oh, and did I mention I'm stubborn? So what I'm telling you is this. As a quick update for the game that isn't very quick and interlinked with a bunch of other things. The game is still going on. I took on a huge project by myself, and my hope is that in creating this demo and being able to present it to publishers, that maybe I will get some financial backing that will help not only in the supporting my own living so that I can be more focused on this full time, but in that I might be able to bring on some extra hands to help with the overall development of the game. Because yes, I can't accomplish this by myself, but it would be great to work with a team to progress further with it overall and get it done, in a really good way. It's going to be done. The project is going to be finished either way. The game will come out. The question is when will it come out? And how will it be structured depending on what it takes for me to learn more, because I'm always learning more. What it takes for me to put it together. Am I doing it by myself? Am I doing it with other people who may be more experienced or people who are on the same learning curve that I am? So yeah, I took on not way too much. I took on a lot with doing this project. And yes, I am in way over my head with this project. But what is it they say? Never give up, never surrender. Galaxy Quest, in case you're wondering where that came from. It's going to be done. It's going to be accomplished. And like I said, I'm also developing a whole nother software platform at the same time. And that one is just as much of a priority project as the game. Plus working with my different clients on their stuff. So I'm also figuring out that scheduling balance with everything. I am hoping to release some gameplay footage to you very, very soon. That is my goal. That's the big thing I'm working on, is the first major gameplay element itself. That is like where the demo blooms, where it comes out, where it starts to grow. And so I'm excited to see what that looks like. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, don't forget to check out the Instagram account for the new software that I'm developing. Okay, bye.